Hey everyone, and welcome to the midweek review of the stock market. This week and next week we have a lot of big names earnings that are happening, so that's something we are definitely going to be following. And then also today we had the FOMC minutes, which gave us a little bit of volatility in the market, but they came back pretty neutral overall, and I think the market already had a lot of the things they were saying priced into it. But overall, we kind of ended the day pretty neutral as well. To get into it though, let's look at the ES futures here. We can see that they had a nice strong push up into this +2 ATR range. It got rejected off that level, and now the 8 EMA is holding support for this. So either I think we can see another push back up to this 2 ATR range, or we may roll over back down to this 21 EMA. The Qs are kind of in the same field as the ES. Once again, big push past that 2 ATR, rejected off that 2 ATR. This one actually fell all the way down almost to that 21 EMA and then bounced right off of that, and now we can have the 8 EMA be a new support for that. So if we can see if that one can hold, and if that one can hold, I will see that the Qs go back up to that 2 plus ATR, because this has been the strongest index in our market for a while now. Dow is looking a little different, a little more chop in this one, but it's been holding this 21 EMA and now this 8 EMA for a while now. We also have a daily squeeze setting up on it. So ideally, I'd like to see this one fall back down to that 21 EMA, and then we could actually look for some entries there to go long on it if it can hold that 21 EMA. If not, it also could roll over and this squeeze could fire to the downside. We'll have to be patient with this one and just time will tell. The Russell is the one that's looking a little ugly in the market. We have no stacked EMAs and we're in deceleration mode. We can see here that it broke that 21 EMA, bounced up to it, rejected it once, bounced up to it, rejected it twice, and now here today we can see that it came up past it and then got rejected once again. So tomorrow will be very telling. We'll see if this one can actually break through that 21 EMA or if once again it will be rejected. I am thinking that it will be rejected because if we come over here on the larger time frames, we can see that all of these are basically holding below that 21 EMA as well, and I think we may just have a continuation to the downside with those ones. So for some of the big earnings that are happening this week, we had a few that were happening actually tonight. So one of them was Facebook, and their after hours is not looking the best. They look like they're falling down a little bit, which doesn't surprise me more than they're already this extended. So we have those ones falling a little bit. We had Google's yesterday, and they just absolutely ripped. Since they bought YouTube, they've had nothing but unbelievable earnings, and this is just another one for them. And then we also have tonight, we have Qualcomm had theirs. Oops. Qualcomm. What is this one doing? Oh, they're having a solid push up here after hours. They must have had some good earnings going on with them. And then Apple had theirs. I believe they didn't move a whole lot off of theirs. Yeah, not a whole lot of action. A little bit down today, but nothing too crazy with that. Overall, things I'm also still watching for this week. As I said on Monday, still watching AVG over Broadcom. We had that nice fall down to the 21 EMA today. Got a nice bullish momentum on the squeeze here. Kind of just waiting a little bit for all these big earnings to cool down a little bit and have the market not be as volatile before entering too many positions. But we did actually enter one for the team today in CRM. We have a great daily squeeze sitting up here with bullish momentum is gaining, as we can see by these yellow histogram bars. We have our stacked EMAs and we're in an accumulation stage. We bought it right at that 21 EMA, which is our ideal buy zone, and we'll see how this one works out for the team. Other ones we're looking at for this week to see if they can give us an entry. Uh, OKTA. This one, it held that 8 EMA pretty nice today. Ideally would still want this one to fall down to that 21 before an entry, but it does have nice bullish momentum on the squeeze here, so we will see if this one can fall a little bit more, and we may be looking to go along with that one. And I also am looking at Walmart. This one has been holding the 8 EMA just perfectly for these last 2 weeks. The squeeze is setting up here, getting a few more dots on it, ideally, just as the other ones. Want this one to fall at that 21 EMA, but if it keeps holding that 8 EMA, we also may look for an entry because this one looks to be strong to the upside. So this is the midweek review. Hopefully you guys enjoy and have a good one.